I got a new phone. This looks like it's coming in a little shady. I don't know what's going on with the reception with this lately. Hey Neil, what's up? How's the reception, buddy? Leo. Looks good. All right, great. This is my last recording ever. And I just want to say this phone, this is the Galaxy, the Samsung Galaxy S7. I've really been using it since my channel started, guys. Close to 4 years old, a lot of good memories, but I finally stepped up. All right, so we'll see if it makes any type of difference. Probably not, but I just, this only has 30 gigs of space built into the phone. Right now, I got an SD card that's 200 gigs, and that's been filled up for years. But my new phone, the Galaxy 10 S10, has actually 256 built in. All right, and I just ordered a 512 gig card, so I should just be really good for a while. What's going on, Chavez Semi? Yeah, this is my last time, Jason, with this phone. This is the S7. I got the S10 with 256. I had to pay an extra $100, but they gave me $100 back in accessories. So, and guys, if you have Verizon, they're doing a crazy deal right now. It's buy one get one free, and you don't have to trade your phone in. So we're finally giving my son a phone. He's gonna get my wife's old phone, and this phone I'm just gonna use, here and there. But whatever. All right. So we're gonna talk about the Bauer 20-volt HYPERMAX inflator deflator. And where is that little piece? Did I put it in here? Oh yeah, it's so funny, guys, with these Ryobi, these new Ryobi bits. And I like them, but it's funny with the nut drivers. You can just take this. This comes right off. Could probably take this one off too. So they're not on there with anything, permanent. They just slid a piece of rubber on there. But I did have to take one off or something. But I don't know. All right. So anyway, first thing I want to talk about, guys, is the battery. We talked a little bit about it. You don't really need a 3 amp hour battery with this. Now, that's why I was saying it's a pretty good deal. All right, so this is $50. All right, $50, $49.99. I'm sure at some point it's going to be cheaper, probably $5, maybe $10. But we also know they have that coupon where no exclusions. But let's just say $50, and you can get a 1.5 amp hour battery for $20. But then you got to buy a charger too. So when you kind of factor that all together, you really want to be in Bauer's platform if you buy this. But if you don't want to be, it's going to cost you around $100 for everything. All right, charger 1.5, and this I think comes to like $90. I've never played with the 3.0 until I got this. These batteries really aren't that bad, guys. Now, obviously, with the Bauer platform, 3 amp hours is as big as they go. All right. So this is the biggest battery they offer in the Bauer platform. Hercules, I think, goes a little bit bigger. I got a lot of messages from a lot of you guys about Hercules and what's going on with them. I don't know anything besides what you guys are telling me, but we'll have to see what happens with Hercules. I wouldn't be surprised in the least, like I said yesterday. But we'll talk about that. But yeah, so I charged this for probably 45 minutes from a dead battery, and I just did that one video with it. So, I did a tire from flat, and it barely, a 1.5 you'll be fine with, basically, with this inflator. And if you know the DeWalt, their inflator comes with a 1.5 also. Now, they also offer it with a 3, I believe, that 3 compact battery. But, like I said, I did the video on this really quick, guys. Really just showing it in action on a whim. I had a customer that had a flat tire, completely dead. So that's why I decided to try it on that. We'll talk a little bit more about it now, but you know, that was an in-action video, so he needs to relax a little bit. But all right, so here it is, guys. All right, so $49.99. All right, let me just move this. All right, $49.99 for the Bauer. Now, some people say it looks very much like they stole Ryobi's design. All right, now it's an inflator, guys. All right, there's really only one type of design, you know, you can have. All right, they are all, you know, the DeWalt, you can say the DeWalt looks similar also. So I don't think Bauer went out and stole Ryobi's design. All right, it's an inflator. You know, it's not gonna, you know, have a long piece of plastic coming out the side for no apparent reason. You want to make a square tool as compact as you can with all the hose attachments, and it's going to work to inflate or deflate. Now, the one difference between these two guys, another difference between the two guys, I was just reading your comments there, where the Ryobi doesn't have a light. All right, and also I don't believe this one runs on DC. All right, so, and this is an old model, guys, and it's an awesome, you know, little inflator. Now, again, it's great that it has all those plugs and everything, right? It's really cool if it has an AC and a DC, right? It just makes, it's just, hey, more versatile, right? But you're buying a lithium-ion cordless inflator for a reason. All right, so you don't have to run a cord, so you don't have to plug it into your car. Again, it's great, you know, your battery's dead, but, you know, you're buying this for a reason. So, you know, if you bought the Ryobi, it's a cordless inflator, all right, and that's pretty much what it does, all right. Oh, yeah, you got it too? Oh, yeah, I apologize too, because it's the one thing that's different too. So I take that back. So this also deflates. I'm sorry, I got them mixed up. I apologize. Let me get my DeWalt here. All right, I apologize. All right, so the Ryobi is also a deflator, and it runs pretty much the same way, right? All right, deflate, and you got to turn this one on here. I like the screen actually a little bit better with the Bauer, to be honest with you. Size-wise, the Ryobi's a little bit smaller, all right, as you can tell. Now, when you compare all three of these, all right, now the Ryobi doesn't have a light, though. So if you see all three of them, the DeWalt is the biggest, all right? All right, 160 PSI, 150 PSI, 160 PSI. The DeWalt, all right? Again, I think it's the best one out there. You know, you can do it AC, DC, or lithium ion or battery, all right? So definitely the most versatile of the three, all right? You do also have a light with the DeWalt. And let me turn her on here. I don't have a battery. I took the battery out. Why did I do that? Hold on. All right, hopefully there's some power in there. Yes. And as you can see, I really like the double screen that they have. Just really clear, really bright. Got your light up here. All right, it's, you know, definitely the most versatile. Now the Craftsman, all right, which I don't have. What's cool about that one, guys, is that the AC cord is already attached. All right, so, you know, everyone's different. Now we also know about the Milwaukee, the 12 volt, right? The Milwaukee 12 volt, nice. It's the smallest of all these out there. Now the Makita also has a 12 volt, but I haven't seen that one. The Milwaukee's 120 PSI. All right. Now this DeWalt, all right, you can get for a really good price at certain times. All right. So if you're looking for a complete unit, like I said, it sometimes $99. You can get this and the battery. And I want to say it comes with the charger too. I'm not really sure, but they kind of have this with two configurations. You can get it with the 1.5 or you can get it with the 3. But again, the Bauer at its price point is definitely, a valuable option. All right. So, like I said, design wise, like I said, some people say, oh, they stole it, this and that. Like I said, they all kind of look alike, guys. Now, does it look kind of alike? Yes, it does. But, let's relax. $39.99 for this one. $49 for this one. All right. And really, the only thing that you're gaining with the Bauer, and again, I recommend the Ryobi over the Bauer. Just want to make that clear, only because of the size of the platform. All right. You mean 220 tools compared to, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15, maybe 20 tops. That's, running wise, working wise, this is definitely a little bit more versatile. Like I said, they're both inflator deflators. All right. The only real difference between the two, besides this does 160 psi supposedly, and this one does 150, is it has a light. All right. Let me put the battery in her, and it's also DC capable. All right. So you can plug this into your, cigarette outlet there, your DC in your car. All right. Let's turn her on. All right. So I was going to kind of do this at night, but, you got 3 lights here. These are not LED lights. These are just 3, I don't know, incandescent, we'll call it. But you got 3 lights, which definitely, guys, on these, it's definitely a pretty cool feature to have. Especially, like I always say, guys, you get this maybe for the old lady, maybe your mother, right? Just to kind of keep in case of an emergency. Now, what's good about this, when it has a light, God forbid you get stuck in the middle of the night. It's not that it's very huge here. It's not like it's overwhelmingly heavy and huge. You got a battery in it. This could kind of be your flashlight, right? Now, hopefully you have something better than this, but it does have that capability. I'm just trying to snap this in here. But, that's really the only difference, guys. Again, I like the screen on this. This doesn't really look, I don't want to say it doesn't look, but I was expecting a real chintzy screen on this, and, not really a well-made inflator. But, guys, they did a great job with this. People like to blast it. Guys, it's a $50 inflator deflator. I think for the price point, if you're in Bauer's platform, I would definitely get it in a heartbeat. We saw it in action. It does 160 psi. It says that it can, do a tire. I don't know what they tested this on, but like I said, high pressure inflation for most tires in under 2 minutes. Now, I don't know, again, what type of tire they're talking about, but it's a solid little inflator deflator. All right. Now, like I said, this one has been out for a long time, guys. It's been out probably 7-8 years. All right. And my model here is probably 2013. So this one's 6 years old, and I haven't had any issues with it. So it's a good little unit. But the newer, they're gonna have more features, right? This is old. Now if Ryobi decides to come out with a Gen 2 version of this, there's really not too much they can do except make it DC and AC compatible and maybe throw a light on it. But build quality, the Ryobi is definitely made better, and it is cheaper. You kind of just tell it's just a higher grade plastic, no doubt, thicker. This is very, I don't want to say that it's chintzy, but it's let's just say it's not as well made. All right. So Ryobi's cheaper. Now, if you want that DC capability and you want that light, I think $10 extra is definitely, something to think about. But, if I had, again, a gun to my head, just because the platform is much bigger, All right, it is a little bit cheaper with the extra $10 that you save. You know, buy yourself a flashlight. But it is what it is. All right, so let's. Yeah, I think it's great. Thank you, buddy. Oh, who's that? Chaka, my brother. What's up, EJM? Shaka used to live in an Amish farm when he was in town. How's everybody doing? String Bean. I have the DeWalt inflator. Yes, the DeWalt is good, but the Ryobi's good too. And the Milwaukee is awesome too. They all work. You're all going to kind of get what platform you're in. You know, if you're in Milwaukee's 12-volt platform, you're going to spend the extra $30, right? That's 69 bucks. And kind of get a less versatile, you know, inflator versus the Ryobi, but you're in that platform, all right? Now that one does 120, this does 150. That's the only reason I'm saying a little less versatile. You know, it doesn't have a light either. And I don't think it runs off of AC or DC. But, you know, I'm not really talking about it. Because that's a 12 volt. We're talking, you know, 20 volt, 18 volt here. But again, you're going to buy whatever platform you're in. You know, and another reason for the Ryobi too is, let's say you're not in any platform. Again, you're not in any tool platform. If I kind of had to get one to maybe jump into, you know, 250 tools, 20, all right, 39, 49, all right. Batteries and a charger you can kind of get, you know, same as this. So that's the only reason I would lean with this one. But they're both work, guys. They're both good. All right, so let's go out and play with this one a little bit. I kind of went over all the features. Again, they say 160 PSI. You know, 12 volt car DC outlet, built-in storage. You know, the built-in storage on it is basically just, they didn't put a plastic on the bottom of the, by the feet here, or by the battery. All right, they just basically left it open for you to shove stuff in there. I mean, it is storage. I like I said, I'm not a big fan of the way that they kind of have this. Not that it's, you know, a big deal. Well, I just, you know, I don't like it. All right, don't like it. But it's not a big deal. All right, you know how this goes. Obviously, probably just would want to go on this side. It's just having this tube where you kind of have to do stuff is a pain. You know, with the Ryobi, it's on the side. It's not messing with any of my functions here. You know, I kind of got to work over here. I got this hanging in the way. You know, it's just kind of just not a great. If they would have put it on the side here, you know, you got a thing here. Just put another plastic wedge and you can wrap it around this way. It would have been, you know, the cat's meow. All right. Out of the way a little bit better. But we don't need this. But, you know, pretty, you know, basic design, guys. Cords in the back. Like I said, you guys, two functions, deflate and inflate. And you got the light. That's basically it. Again, I really like the screen on it. Not that the Ryobi's, you know, that bad. But as you can see, and maybe the new ones are different. I don't know. Again, this is a very old unit. But they did a great job with the screen, you know. Very clear, very bright. And, you know, the one thing, too, with this, when you're kind of raising the PSI, see, I got to leave it pressed in. All right? If I don't, you kind of got to tap it. All right? I like the way this one kind of rocks. Just bam, 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 bam. See, if I kind of do that with this one, it kind of starts to skip. You know what I'm saying? Like bam, bam, bam. You probably can't even see that. But, you know, bam, bam, bam. Just really, really quick. Now, if you leave it pressed in. All right. So they both kind of do that. But you know, both very similar. I just like this. It's a little bit bigger screen. It's in a little bit better spot than with the Ryobi. You kind of gotta, you know, but again, small little non-important issues. Um, like I said, besides that, it really all comes down to if you're in Bauer's platform, right? If you're not, you know, there's some other options out there that might be better. But if you're in Bauer's platform, maybe you got the Impact or the drill driver, and you know, to spend $50 on this, and especially if you can get a little bit more off, this thing is pretty cool, man. I give Bauer, you know, they're coming out with some pretty cool stuff. We know about the orbital sander they kind of got out now. And there was another new tool. I can't remember what it was. But all right, so let's bring this outside and we'll test her on the old Dodge Ram. I hope my phone don't die here, but we'll have to see. We got it quite tough out on the streets to make your dreams happen. I gotta do an oil change too. All right, well, let me shut her off. We'll kind of. It doesn't want to shut off. That should be. I really wanted to do the back tire, but we'll have to do this one here. Okay, oh, press hold. All right, I'm doing that. Press hold to shut off. Okay. So finally shut off, and I'm at 15%. So hopefully we'll get this in. All right. So let's check this and see how accurate the gauge is. This should be around 39, probably 38. But let's see. It's an important little feature here. So let's turn her on. This cord is a little wound up here. All right. So 42 and a half. I'm going to have to check my tire. That seems a little high, but who knows? All right, so these are supposed to be set at 39. All right, so we're reading 42 and a half. Let's bring her down. All right, so now let's retest. We were at 42 and a half. I need to check my other. So we're 36 and a half. Can you guys, hopefully you guys, yeah, you guys can see that. Let's take a little bit more off. A little bit more. We don't want to go too crazy. I'll check my tire, my other side front. 42 and a half doesn't seem, I don't know. Last time I did this, I did it with the DeWalt. And I'm pretty sure I set it to 39 there. So we'll have to see. Because that's a very important little feature. And hopefully we'll have time for me to check. Because you want this to be accurate. Very important that this is accurate. I feel kind of not good. I should have checked what the PCI was first. Alright, it actually shut off on me. So it must be on some type of timer. Alright, 31 and a half. Alright, let's raise her up to 39. And we'll see how long it takes. maybe we'll set it to 40. Let's set it to 40. All right. So let's do this. What's up, buddy? I don't know what 2 minutes they're talking about. I mean, what are we at? This is all timed, so we can go back and kind of look and see. I gotta get a phone charger here. I don't like that flickering. But not a big deal, guys, so relax. So the auto shut off, I don't kind of know what's going on with it. But I set it to 40, and now we're at 41 and a half. I don't know. All right, so I got to charge my phone. So that was a 20-inch tire, guys. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Kind of the second time. I mean, like I said, I set it to 40, and it went up to 41 and a half and still didn't shut off. I got to get my phone charger and my keys. We're going to test how accurate the gauge is. right, this is the only power source I have at the moment here. All right, but yeah, so like I said, it's off. You know, sometimes they go a little bit higher because obviously when you take off the plug here, you lose a little bit, but you know, not with a tire like this. So I set it for 40, and it went up to 41 and a half, and I finally had to just shut the power button off to make it stop. So not sure if it's just this unit, not, you know what I'm saying, but, and let's test, we'll test the accuracy too. So it's saying 40.5. all right, 40.5. Where's my little thing there? All right, so we're gonna use this on the other one too, but let's go inside. All right, so 40 and a half. Test. Got the keys. Yeah, they'll blow it up. Oh, don't tell me I don't have my freak. Both. All right, so let's stick her in there.
Series that counted in the standings. No,
all right, let's shut that off. All right, so let's I don't quite remember how to get to all this fun stuff. Messages. Whoa, I never knew I had that. Vehicle info. All right, so it's at 40. It did that pretty accurately. Yeah, maybe, I don't know if it was 42 and a half. It was probably 41. So if it's in one, you know, we're obviously going to test this other front tire here. So it's saying 41. All right, let's see if that's accurate. But, you know, it said 40 and a half. It did a pretty good job with the front right tire. All right, 40 and a half. You know, I took the little plug off, maybe lost a little bit PSI, but, you know, pretty accurate. I doubt, again, though, it would be 41, 40, 41, and that one would be 42, 43. It would probably read on here. So within one or two. All right, but that's 41. All right, so let's this one. All right. All right, guys. Hopefully you saw that. I'm sorry, maybe you didn't. I'm so sorry. All right, but this is supposed to read 41. All right, I just checked the car. Hopefully you saw all that. I hope my phone, I don't know what's going on. It's supposed to be charging here. Oh. All right, it's back. All right, so we're good. All right, I hope you saw that anyway. All right, this is supposed to be 41. All right, so let's test that, guys. And you guys keep talking. You're having a good time. I see yapping in there, having a great time. All right, 41. Yeah, so it read the same exact. So that was probably 41 also. All right, so it's reading 42.5. All right, so it reads between 1 and 2 PSI higher. So keep that in mind. Now, it could be my truck that's wrong, or it could be this, who knows. Listen, well, I want to say that DeWalt was dead accurate with this car. All right, if you watch that video, it was dead accurate. But just keep that in mind. I'm not going to say this is a piece of junk. I mean, it's actually it's trying to go to 43 here. All right, so it tends to read your PSI a little bit higher. I would say, you know, in that 1 to 3 PSI range. Yeah, now it went up to 43. All right, and we just saw it read 41 in my truck, according to the truck's computer system there. All right. So we already did it. You know, it took a little bit longer. These are 20-inch tires. Again, I wasn't expecting it to do anything crazy, guys. You know, that 2 minute, that's probably more of a marketing little scheme that they kind of got going. I'm sure that they're pretty much going to be all the same in the time they inflate your tire. Somebody asked me we should do a dual. Not a bad idea. We might do that. Maybe we'll set everything, and maybe we'll do it with the I don't have the Ultima anymore. That's a great tire. You see, that's the problem. I really can't test a passenger tire anymore. I got 20-inch on this truck, right? I got 18s on my Mitsubishi, and then I got 17-inch off-road tires on the Nissan. So they might be putting it on a 15-inch, you know, Toyota Tercel, right? And obviously, you know, it's probably topping it off where they're getting that 2 minutes from. But you know, it's a nice little unit, guys. Again, if I was in Bauer's platform, I wouldn't see any reason not to buy this. It's a cool little unit. You know, I would go with the other ones, right? If you're don't have any, you know, you're just starting. So let's just say you're 18 years old, you got your first job. This guy's got it. All right. You know, you're 18 years old or 19, you just got your first job. Or say you're out of college, you're 22, you just got your first job, you bought a house, you're getting married, you want to get some tools. Obviously, I wouldn't go with Bauer tools in the first place, all right? But keep that on the side there, you know, for a DIY guy, I mean, the Ryobi's a great choice still. Now it's a little dated, right? Really not AC. Well, we know it's not AC. It's not DC capable. It doesn't have a light, but it's $39 and it'll do what you need it to do and really what you're intending it. You know, again, you're buying a cordless deflator. Your main purpose of getting it is so you don't have to plug it in anywhere. All right. So again, it's nice to have these special features if your battery's dead. So don't say it's not important, but you know, you kind of bought it for a specific reason. So you know, the Ryobi still stands up. You know, my favorite's the DeWalt, guys. You know that, and I think when it's on sale, it's the best out there, and it's really valued really well too. When you can get it for $99 with the battery. You know, with this, it's tough to buy because you're going to be spending that same amount of money on it, right? When you kind of think about it, you know, you got to buy the battery, which is $20. Then you got to buy the charger, which is $20. That's $40. So you're at $90. So for $10 more, you know, you can get the DeWalt. But this is still an option. Don't get me wrong. You know, if the DeWalt isn't on sale, I don't know what, I think it's like $119 with the battery. So, you know, there's options. That's what's great. And again, I think, you know, we bust the Bauer's chops, and I think Bauer is like Harbor Freight's main brand. I think that's where they kind of decided that's where they're going to invest. I don't know if it's true with Hercules already going under at Harbor Freight. I'm not really sure. But when you see, you know, they came out with a 12-volt line for it, I guess maybe that was what put it in the grave, because I don't know anybody I don't even know if I saw any videos on those 12-volt tools, to be honest with you. But you know, they obviously went with the OPE stuff with the Bauer, right? The one thing I want to let you guys know too, not only is it a little bit off with the gauge, but the auto shut off, that's twice now I've had issues. You know what? Let's turn her on. It's at 42.5. It's reading 41. Let me just take a little bit of air out of here. And we'll test her. Oh. All right, so now it's reading 41 and a half. All right, 41 and a half. Let's set her up to 42 and see if it'll shut off. All right, it's a 42. Let's do it. It's really not that accurate here. So it jumped up to 43 and a half. Remember, guys, I set it to 42. All right. So it kind of just goes up there. All right. So I did set it to 42, and it's reading 42.5 now. So not a big deal. You know, I think it's fine. It just might be the way that it's kind of constructed, or, you know, it's going to go up another PSI, another 1 PSI, maybe another PSI and a half. It might go up to, but when it kind of stops, it kind of shuts, you know, it goes back down to kind of what you had it set at. But, let's see, because, all right, this is reading 42 and a half. All right, let's check the car, and let's just put it on again too. All right, so we got it on. All right, so it's reading 42 and a half. All right, 42 and a half. Let's check.
And Judge, without question, I would have.
All right, so yeah, it's like I said, 1 to 1.5. My tire's reading 41 from in here, so 42 and a half. You know, it's fine, guys. It's fine. So just you got the auto shut off is a little, you know, little sticky there, but I think that was the first time it actually shut off, so that's good. So the auto shut off, you know, it works. It's just a little finicky. Another PSI and a half, which, you know, not a big deal, guys. So that's really it, guys. It's not a bad unit, guys. And if I was in Bauer's 20-volt platform, now that's the whole thing, right? If you're in that platform, you know, I would buy it. All right. Now that's the thing. How many people are in this Bauer platform? I don't quite know. But if you were in it, it's a nice little unit, guys. What can I say? I'm gonna do that backwards. And again, I'm doing this with one hand, so, you know, everybody relax here. All right. So, you know, it's a compact little unit, guys. We'll shut it off. Yeah, what can I say, guys? And then let's put the light on. Light's working. Yeah. There she is in the flesh, guys. Let me get out of this and go into the shade. Oh, man. Will it inflate my carpool doll, Steven? Yeah, it did the job, John. You know, it works. Now, you know, the issue is, too, guys, it has a 90-day warranty. All right? So, you know, that's the thing. It works now, right? With Ryobi, you get a 3-year warranty, right? With DeWalt, you get a 3-year limited warranty. And with the DeWalt, you got a 90-day money-back guarantee. You don't like it after 90 days, you get your money back. And you got a 1-year full. With the Milwaukee, hey Blackberry. With the Milwaukee, you got a 5-year warranty. All right, so that's another big perk of these other inflators, guys. You know, that not only is the Ryobi $10 cheaper, all right, but you got a 3-year warranty versus a 90-day warranty, right? So that definitely adds, you know, God knows you use this thing, you know, if you're going to use your inflator a lot, all right, I probably wouldn't recommend this, but I can't say I wouldn't either. You know, I just, you know, if you are going to get this, let's put it this way, if you're going to get this and you plan on really using a lot, I would get that extended warranty. I don't know if it's a year or two. But, you know, then again, you're at, you know, if you add $20 to this, now you're at $69, and you're right at Milwaukee's. And you got to remember, Milwaukee also does a deal where they offer their inflator for $69 and a 2 amp hour battery. All right. So that, you know, that is the issue with, you know, it's hard to compete with TTI, guys. It's hard to compete with Stanley Black and Decker, boys. Not saying this is a bad product at all, but, you know, and you got Makita out there also with a 12-volt one. But, you know, the Makita is very hard to get. You got to go online. You got to order it. This, you go right into Harbor Freight. If you got an issue too, you go right to Harbor Freight. So there is points to that. You know, they carry the Ryobi in the store. Some stores do. I've seen the DeWalt pretty much in every Home Depot. She's trying to eat grass. You know, they eat grass to helps their stomach, they told me. Right, Blackberry? She got into a fight with something. You know, now she's brought 4 frogs inside the house. She brought another frog in the house. I've never had a frog in my yard in the 15 years I've lived here. Within the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've had 4 frogs, and 3 of them in my house. And 3 of them were not even hurt. I don't know how she's not, like, how she's picking these things up and not killing them. One was a little one, and it died or something. You're gonna get electrocuted. She's putting her paws on the electric over here. You're gonna get it. Yeah. She wants her fancy feast, and she's so smart. She hangs around the house all day, right? Because she knows. Well, actually, after breakfast, she's gone. She eats breakfast really early, like 5:30 in the morning. All right. Then she gets like so she gets half a Fancy Feast can. I'm going to show you how to feed your cat too. It's the best way to do it. So she gets a can, a half a and if you know Fancy Feast, they're not big cans. All right, they're small. So she gets half of a Fancy Feast, 5:30 a.m. Right at 9 o'clock. She's always hanging around the house, and she will not. She's like obsessed with food. Like to a degree I've never seen an animal. So at like 9, before I leave for work, I give her a scoop of that half. Okay? I give her a spoon of that half around 9, 9:30, whatever. Now it's the summer, so sometimes I leave a little earlier than that. But, you know, now that the old lady's home, I don't have to worry about it. So usually around 3:30, she gets that last scoop. All right, so that can is now done. So she got half in the morning. She got half as like a brunch. And then she got the other half as like a, you know, before dinner snack, right? Then at around 6 o'clock, she gets another half can of Fancy Feast. All right, so she gets 1.5 cans. That was up to me, and this is not me who's doing this. But this is the routine. So it was up to me. I said, why don't we just give her 2 freaking cans of Fancy Feast? You give her 1 in the morning for breakfast, 1 at night. But no. She doesn't, for her weight, you know, this cat, I tell you, she every 3 months, she just got her physical. And this is what you would call a feral cat. You know, she doesn't need all this extra money. I spent probably $2,000 alone on this freaking cat, on a feral cat. But whatever. So she keeps all her appointments and everything. She gets every 3 months she gets the spray with the fleas and all that and the ticks. But anyway, so yeah, so once my point of the story is, so she'll hang around until dinner, 6 o'clock. Once she's done eating dinner at 6 o'clock, she is gone. You won't see her. I don't know where the hell she goes. Someone told me they saw her. There's a school over here. I get people, oh, I saw your cat over by the school. And someone told me they saw her down by the gas station once. So once she gets fed, she knows she's not getting any more wet food. She's wet food obsessed. I think she'd eat 3 or 4 cans of wet food. If I let her, she would probably eat 3 to 4 cans of Fancy Feast a day. And she's very small. She's only a 10-pound cat. And then she gets her Beyond dry food. And she tries always to suck her more wet food, but she don't get it. All right, so that's really it, guys. I apologize. Oh, thank you. I'm sure a lot of you guys have cats, too. Yeah, I have a cat. See, this is great. Sometimes we talk about cats. TC, thanks, buddy. Yeah, no, she doesn't go out. She don't like it, and she don't like it when it's really, really hot out. She'll stay in the house. She won't go outside, or she'll go out. She'll hang out on the deck, underneath like my table there. You going out? You leaving? Oh, I'm done anyway. All right, guys. So that's really it. Tool boss. Good point. Client graphics. Yeah. Like I said, it's $49.99 bare tool. All right. I think it's $12 for 1 year. Now I don't know exactly what it is with this particular item. From what I've picked up, mostly from you guys, it's $12 for the first year, and if you get a 2-year, it's like $19 or $18. So now you're looking at $69 for this. All right, and you really still only have a 2-year warranty. All right, but their warranty's pretty cool though, because you can, after a year, you can just trade this in for a brand new one. It's kind of it's a cool little warranty that Harbor Freight kind of puts together for you. But again, it's still, so you might be able to, again, I'm gonna, to be honest with you guys, and I said it probably 3 times, the only way I would get this was if I was in Bauer's platform. And if you're in Bauer's platform, I would buy this in a heartbeat, because it's a pretty cool tool for $50, right? I would probably get the warranty no matter what. That's the thing, and that's why it's hard for me to really recommend any of the Bauer stuff. And that was the whole deal with the Bauer video that has 1 million views now, 1.2. Wasn't that the Bauer Impact was crappy? It's just at that time it was $79. For another $10, I could have got the Milwaukee brushed kit with a free $50 LED light too. Now that was two years ago now. Right? Now you can get a brushless for $99, right? I mean, you can get the Freak for $110 with 2 batteries, two 2-amp hour batteries. You got, 3 speeds, so, and you got to remember, now you got to remember though, the Bauer, I think now you can get for $59.99. So, they obviously came down with the price a little bit, but that's the point. $59.99, 90-day warranty. You buy the extra warranty. Now you're up to $79.99. Okay, for your Bauer, you got a 2-year warranty, $79.99. You're good to go. For another $20, I mean, not for nothing, we saw in the clearance section at 3 Home Depots that rigid, right? Not the top line rigid, obviously not the brand new one, not the Octane, and not their top of the line brushless. It was the one in between there, didn't have the tri-mode light, but we saw them for $70 for the kit, and you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime. Remember, not GFL, not guaranteed for life, but it's LSA, lifetime service agreement. But Rigid's LSA is a lot better than a 2-year warranty from Bauer. But not for nothing. I mean, we just saw the Makitas for $89.99, right? They dropped it $10 at that one. I mean, for another $10, I'd get a Makita. Would you pay an extra $10 for a Makita with a 3 amp hour battery? Or would you rather save that $10, get a 1.5 amp hour battery instead of a 3, and have a 2-year warranty and a brushed Bauer, not a brushless Makita? All right. So it's, some people think I'm like breaking Bowers or Hercules or Harbor Freight's. I think Harbor Freight's a great place, man, for a lot of stuff. A lot of good hand tools, jacks, forget it. There's no other place to go. It's great to see that Bowers kind of come down a little bit. You get the impact for 59. And, the only thing Bauer needs to do, I'm going to be honest with you, and if Harbor Freight did this, just give a 1-year warranty. You don't got to go 2. You don't got to go 3. You definitely don't got to go 5, right? And you definitely aren't going to go LSA, right? But just, 90 days just looks bad. Look, you don't stand behind your stuff, right? Now, if you got to raise the price of your, if you got to raise the price of your inflator to $55 instead of $49 for that 1-year warranty, I would do it. Don't you think? Again, common sense. I just try to use as much common sense as I can. It's a lot of math, Matt Day. You're right. Stone Cold, ¿qué pasa? You gotta whisper it. Jack Bauer. The Bauer 20-volt inflator delivers high pressure. Yeah, it's compact and it's portable. If you watched the beginning, I don't know if you did, client graphics, you kind of got that funky little tube here. Yeah, I mean, you can get the Craftsman though, guys, too, for $59. So another $10 too, guys. I don't have the Craftsman, but for the Craftsman, I believe, is $59.99. All right, this is $49.99. So for another $10, you get a Craftsman with a 3-year warranty. But you also have DC and AC, all right, already on the unit, all right. And again, it's that warranty. All right, 90 days for $49.99, 3 years, $59.99. Now that's a limited warranty, but they usually stand. But the limited warranty, their 1-year warranty from DeWalt or Stanley Black & Decker really covers, everything. But right, exactly. With the 3-year, it's limited, but if something busts, exactly. So there's a lot of options with these inflators. Yeah, John Rice, me too. Yeah, Rick, when you kind of do all the math, Matt Day said it perfectly. When you kind of do all the math and everything, it doesn't make sense in the end, And again, this is great. This is fine. And if you're already in Bauer's platform for some reason, I'd get this in a heartbeat. But I think we covered everything. I got to get going. It's an hour into this. I hope everybody had a great day. God bless you. Say your prayers. Good luck in the future, baby.